Hey everybody. So I wanted to do a dream update because I haven't done one in a long time. I think the last update I did was back in August, but I wanted to show you something. I've been meaning to say this for a while. In this video right here that I uploaded in August, you can see this dream that I had. I'm sorry, it was a vision that I had on August 6th. And in the vision, I Jesus seemed like he was really, really upset. Um, and he was walking down this corridor where then there were all these doors in the corridor, and there were these little small windows in the doors, and he was smashing. Oh, he was so upset. I couldn't. I was like, wait, why is he's really upset? He was like he was screaming. And anyway, in this video right here, I said it looked like it was a prison or a mental institution. So again, this was uploaded August 24th. And then on September 13th, a couple weeks later, there was that fire at a Russian psychiatric hospital that killed 37 people. And so I'll leave a link. I've been meaning to tell you that for a while. I've just been so overwhelmed. And then, of course, there are a bunch of other dreams and visions since then, and I'll just show you right here. I'm not going to go through all of it. But, so water up to the top of my legs in San Francisco. That was a dream. Then, a rectangle. I'll show you what this one looked like. I saw something like this, like a building, and with a door or something in the middle like that. I think it looked like that. And something spraying outward from it. Now I can't remember anymore because this was a long time ago, but I think it was spraying outward from the door. Or it might have been the whole building, you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember now. That was a couple months ago that I had that. Um, Actually, that was a vision. Okay. And the Roman number 11. I have no idea what this means. But anyway, then the rectangle or the building or whatever it was tipped over like toward us, in this direction. Okay. Then I had a dream. Yeah, this is definitely a dream at the end of October about Cinco de Mayo and something about Our Lady. And I saw a picture of a woman with shoulder length dark brown hair and I think a flower. Then something about it was flattened. So I don't know. Then I had a dream about a lion laying on pavement with a white brick wall in the background. A short man shot the lion dead and was saying something about the lion being in the square. So that was weird enough that I recorded it. And then some other stuff. So I just wanted you to see the dreams update, obviously, because this stuff, it keeps coming true. These dreams keep coming true. But here's the thing that I wanted to talk to you about because we're coming up on Christmas Eve again. And so I just wanted to bring up a few things. Actually, this number 14 that I saw in 2011. In 2011, I had a vision. That was back when I was having just tons of visions, and I was telling you guys about it, and the more I would tell you, the more I would have these visions. And in 2013, I started ignoring the visions, and so it just I couldn't handle it anymore. So I know people don't like that, but I had to put a stop to it. I had to just say, I can't take this anymore because I really couldn't. And I refocused on studying the ancient texts. But in 2011, that was like when I was having so many, 2011 and 2012, I saw this vision that I was up off the planet in a large ballroom. And when I first saw it, it was dark and empty. Then it was full of people and bright, and there was this long table with food on it. And I was standing in the entryway with the person that I call Jesus. I mean, he looks like Jesus to me, but obviously I don't really know. But it's the same person. I always see this person in my visions, or I usually do. And a female angel was there too, and I wanted to know when. And she showed me the number 14. She showed me one of those day calendars that just has one day on each page. It looked like that, and it just had the number 14 on it. And so, I mean, I had that back in 2011, and I didn't want to believe that it was the year 2014. So I was hoping it was like, I told some of you guys, and I uploaded several of my videos talk about it. I do have a video up from last year, if you want to go back and look at that, where I I took a snapshot of one of Renee's videos in the comments section, and there are all these people talking about dreams and visions they've had of the number 14. And some of them, I kid you not, I wish Renee still had this video up, but I have a snapshot of it. There are all these people saying, and this is before the fact, you guys, this is before December 14th when the Sandy Hook shooting happened. So go back and check it out. I'll leave a link below this video if I can find it. But but there are all these people that had seen the date December 14th. So I mean, it was really bizarre. So I mean, I'm not on here trying to, you know, I'm just trying to explain to people that you know, there's something real happening here. And it's not just me. There are a lot of people we're dreaming these things. We see visions of things, and then it happens after the fact. So that's all I'm trying to do here, is just to show people that have doubt, just prove in a rational way that yes, there is something happening here. But anyway, the point is, I think it might have something to do with the year 2014, even though back in 2011, when I had that vision, I didn't want to believe that we were going to have to wait till 2014. But I just wanted to point that out, because so many of these visions that I've saw have played out, that I'm thinking, wow, maybe the wedding feast, you know, the rescue, which is what that ballroom represented. I mean, maybe it really will happen in 2014. So that's something right there. But the other thing that I wanted to bring up is this pattern that occurred in 2011 and 2012, and then also in 2013. And it had to do with September 16th through the 18th, October 29th, and also Christmas Eve. So on September 17th, 2011, okay, before September 17th, it was like on September 14th or 13th or something in 2011, I had this vision of Jesus stomping and clapping. Okay, so you might remember that, like a battle cry kind of thing. And then the Occupy Wall Street movement started on September 17th. But then exactly a year later, it was the Feast of Trumpets. And then this year, you guys probably remember this, back in September and even in August, I was talking about In fact, I was talking about this all the way back in like January. And I was saying, okay, if something happens in September again, around the 16th, 17th, then this pattern might repeat in 2013. Well, it did. So, September 16th, 2013, that was a DC mass shooting. Okay. Um, so, 3 years in a row, we had something happen on this date. And it all had to do with this vision that I had that was of a battle cry, like the stomping and clapping kind of thing. And I don't know what's going on here, okay? Maybe you can figure it out. But then we also had um, this thing going on with October 29th. Okay, so in October of 2011, it was October 13th, I think. I uploaded a video, it's still on YouTube, saying that I had this vision of what I thought was a power outage. There was snow all around, a hurricane shape in the snow, then a volcano in a circle with the line through it. I didn't really know what any of it meant, but 2 weeks later, Connecticut had this early snow and power outage, and they were without power for more than a week, and everybody was outside chopping wood and everything, just like I saw in my vision. But then a year later, on the exact same day, Hurricane Sandy hit New York City. So right here, that was the hurricane shape in the snow. So you guys remember this year, I was thinking, okay, are we going to have a volcano on October 29th? What ended up happening was on October 26th, which was the true seventh day of Sukkot, the Sicily Island volcano erupted. Well, the bizarre thing about that is the circle with the line through it. So if you go back and watch this video, you'll see that the circle with the line through it means, or I'm sorry, you'll see that I mentioned the circle with the line through it, but what it means later I found out that it's the Danish word for island. So we were looking for an island volcano possibly around October 29th. And then on October 26th, the Sicily Island volcano erupted. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I kind of thought, okay, it's not really playing out exactly because it wasn't on the 29th. Instead, it was on the 26th, which was which was the seventh day of true Sukkot. And it was also 40 days from the DC shooting right here. And and it was the day that you remember that Be Ready website was set up and all of that. I don't know what's going on with that. But so it seemed like it didn't really play out exactly the way it didn't play out on the exact day. It wasn't on the 29th, it was on the 26th, 40 days after this one right here. Here's my question, you guys. The third event here was I'm sorry, you guys. I am so overwhelmed right now. Okay, I know I'm not communicating very well lately, but I am just so overwhelmed that I have to tell you guys this. For 2 years in a row, in 2011 and 2012, we had a major house fire in Connecticut, and then in the following year in New York on Christmas Eve. Now I know everybody was saying, "Oh, there's always house fires on Christmas Eve." Well, no, not really. Not like this, because in you can see I have it color coded. So we have a New York event right here, a New York event here in 2012, and then a New York event here in 2012. And then Connecticut also ties into this. So in 2011, so here's what happened in October, November of 2011. I had a vision that Jesus was crying next to a burnt Christmas tree. And then on Christmas Eve in 2011, there was a Connecticut house fire. It was a horrible, horrible house fire. Then, exactly a year later, on Christmas Eve in 2012, there were there was a alarm house fire. There were seven houses that caught fire in New York, and the firemen were murdered, and it was the same gun that was used in the Connecticut school shooting. Okay, so um, I'm not sure what's going on here, but my point is Christmas Eve this year is another watch date for a possible fire of some kind. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to tell you guys. I felt like I needed to bring it up again. And I have no idea what this stuff means. We had a New York event here that was a fulfillment of a vision. Then on the same day, a year later, the Feast of Trumpets. And then on the same day, a year after that, the DC mass shooting. Then, this other fulfillment of a vision here, October 29th, 2011, with a Connecticut power outage. Exactly a year later, the New York power outage with Hurricane Sandy. And then a year after that, 40 days after this event here, the Sicily Island volcano. So we have DC, Connecticut, New York, Sicily, Italy. And then we have Connecticut, New York again, Christmas Eve. What is going on? I mean, what does this mean? I have no idea, you guys. Maybe you can figure it out, okay? But I felt like I needed to tell you because Christmas Eve is coming up, and I don't know. Okay, um, so I guess that's it. And then we have the true Feast of Hanukkah, day one, coming up on Friday. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so sorry that I just can't communicate. I'm so stressed out lately. But I that there it is. That's it. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that you have a good holiday. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.